are they going? They mentioned a mage and... a name?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint...
Okay, sure. Wait a minute. Alice never said...
Oh, true.
That would be... this young...
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you.
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius.
Have we got the wrong person? Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me. I mean...
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the cross... Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is... No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of... But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is...
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Don't worry about it.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or... well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in now.
Alright! Paimon remembers her!
Yes. Well, no. We'll be here all day if I get into this.
That's right. Is that...
Yes, I do know a way. Or maybe not. The Hyperboreans were humans, but despite accepting many blessings of the... Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had
this mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. After building Titanic but of course, they were gravely disappointed. For it was then that... It is. Humanity was in a very...
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all...
Well, I mean, it's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started... what I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons imply... Which means... With enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently...
Okay, So, they built...
Oh,
Is something wrong?
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said,
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge.
oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail.
Whoa, 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 time out! The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki.
Yes. Although, that said, what if we could, well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a hand. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time. You look lost. Was that too hard?
Yeah, things got a little, technical.
All right. Let me think about how to... Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be... If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait.
I think so. For now, we'll just...
Yes?
Great. Counting on you.
My name? Are they...
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place.
I am Lauma, of the
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very... If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this... Also, if you were serious about making a record... Anyway, we can cross that bridge.
See ya!
She seems friendly.
Ah, it's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people. Now then, the next order of business is... Where do we start looking for the moon?
Maybe the rest of...
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, but many of the more factually accurate records are from
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina. In that case, we'll start by heading to the front.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting it.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying in.
I should follow them. Just in case there's some...
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
Hmm?
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although...
What we can gather from these records is that the Frostmoon Scions worshipped her as a god. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar, and everything it...
Lauma speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well...
Well, that's a bit complicated. And how realistic. Amongst the Frostmoon Scions of today, only I know. That being said,
Changes?
Seems like this is getting us nowhere.
Sure.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi. Yeah, right. That doesn't even... The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is...
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest when Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed in this Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah, Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably
Yes.
Oh...
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Let's see... There's Varka! Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo, too! Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we...
Ah, so you've been waiting
Sure does. Now you're back.
Well, we didn't find out Columbine...
Aha, just as well that I...
So, Varka was waiting on us...
Oh, no. We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the Phantom She said that she'll contact me through this device with...
Ah, I see. Following in...
Wait, then...
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lau...
Introductions are overrated. Especially...
It's you!
So? It's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied...
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought...
Hat guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then...
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth.
Lauma. Moonchant...
And I'm a Drioche from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumer... Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat right here. Mind you, the only reason I...
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbinger.
From the tone of your voice,
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia.
Last we heard, he was planning something.
He only appears when something interests him. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting.
Why does it sound... Anyway, we were just about...
Sure.
Even though they're harbingers.
the Frost Moon Scions...
In that case, we'll continue as...
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who... Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the Academia represent.
I believe this will prove my identity.
Well, what do you know?
It's fine.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, but this matter remains top secret.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nodcry to
Gotta say, Barca, you did pretty well to keep all of it.
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out. With me, he could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who value...
Fair point.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction.
He never lets anyone in on his plans.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that...
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he...
With this in mind,
That's pretty direct.
Yes, I made it. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders.
Common sense might mean smarts alone
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while...
wouldn't put it past him. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by the only similarity we share.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that.
Ugh, do not
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore...
Fantastic. Now this is...
Are you talking about the moon mirror?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No, that gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might... And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time. Waste of time? The nerve!
You've been bottling...
Hat Guy, I must say...
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such
Wait, what? You're just gonna...
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellow...
He makes quite...
I'll say, I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or...
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this...
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was...
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task, but Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So the Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only. It was a dumb and stupid rumor. But the reality...
And what happened after...
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just... continued to... For my part, I was busy.
so busy, in fact, that watching that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that...
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest. I forget who said it. But those words have always...
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Colembina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Hardly...
It's a Sealy!
Ladies, I thank you for your...
I'm sure it would.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way. Okay,